Welcome everybody to Ferriphobe Campaign 2, Episode 23. My name is Sam Lander, I'll be your GM, and I have some players.
My name is Zerder playing Lumi, the Circle of Stars Druid.
Hi, my name is Balric. I play Elros, the Battlemaster Fighter.
I am Suda playing Risha, the Rogue Warlock, and I'm not scared of dragons, you are.
Hi, I'm Sadie playing Zari the Barbarian.
Oh my goodness.
I'm Inter, and I'm playing Crier the Monk.
So last time the characters decided that the top of a mountain was a great place to cross and headed up a mountain and talked to a brass dragon who seemed very cold and thin. After a fairly lengthy discussion and not getting eaten, they decided that they could be friends-ish, or at least friends-er. And then was first thought. They gave over the various dragon shards they had collected from Haifa and environs, and invited their new friend Anya to come along with them back to Miva and see what they could find out. A night's rest and some stargazing and a short trek back to a teleportation circle later. The group returns. The group returns to the teleportation circle outside of about a day and a half away from Miva. That's somewhere early in the morning. And yeah, that's where you guys are.
Quick question. When we searching the lair, did I
Yes.
find any dragon scales?
Give me an investigation roll, please.
I'll use my inspiration on that. Come on. That one. Ah,
Wow.
much better.
That's a little bit of a swing there. So with a natural 20, you find just kind of hidden amongst, like, in corners in the side of a room, you find 5 silver dragon scales, and you find and you find 25 brass dragon scales. The brass dragon scales are smaller and like longer. So the silver dragon scales are almost a circle. The brass dragon scales are like longer, and they have a sharper peak in the middle of them.
Yeah, more relief.
Yeah. Nope, that's... Sorry, I'm breaking up stuff. Alright, so, in Orcish, Anya goes, so where do we go from here?
Well, I guess back the way we came, retrace our steps as best we can. Don't have the map now, so I gotta do it by memory.
Alright. So, who is leading the way for this trip back? And are you going back the way you came, or are you going back in a straight line as the crow flies, as it were?
Referencing Fallout New Vegas earlier.
Elros would not mind leading the way and going in a straight line if you guys prefer.
Well,
I'll keep my ears out, perked.
yeah.
But like we kind of wound our way here and avoided all the monster layers. So
If we're lucky, maybe there's food for Anya.
I guess.
All right, Elros, I would like a survival roll from you first, please. To wayfind. All right, that's pretty good. And then I would like just a D20 roll. No modifiers.
Eight.
All right. So with a 17 and an 8. You guys head out. And the morning is bright and clear and dry. Anya is keeping her like heavy fur and scale lined cloak pulled tightly around her. She doesn't appear to be shivering anymore, but like she's wearing about her body weight, her apparent body weight in like fur right now. With a passive perception of 21. Lumi, can I have you give me a nature check, please? You see some large carnivore tracks, but you're unable to identify what they are specifically.
I do point at them and say, "Meat eaters here. Not sure which though. The track seems to be muddled out a bit."
Right. And as you guys are walking, Anya is taking in like the scenery. And she's kind of I don't know, confused. Her expression is kind of hard to read.
I'll try anyway.
Um,
Insight.
Sure. And you do know you share a language with her, because she did go through all of her languages. I didn't remember. Insight. Yeah, definitely like confusion and surprise maybe is the best term.
I would go in Sylvan. What seems to be bothering you, Anya?
Well, the land here's so much different than the land on the southwest side of the mountains. I had to cross across the highlands, and I mean, they have that weird grass over there that's not anything I'm familiar with, and you have a bunch of other stuff I don't know about, and I'm smelling Bulette just all over this place, and it's really weird because Bulettes usually live up in like hills and stuff, and I don't know why there'd be one. And about that time, you all hear a distinctive rumble that you've heard before.
Oh, those live all over the place here. Fancy a snack?
I mean, I'd always fancy a snack. It's gonna be a real blank page here. All right. Go ahead and put yourself somewhere on the map. Together, please. Nope. Why why does it... That one. Haha. Pop out.
I picked the left side.
Okay, left side it is. Do 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 do.
I forgot how to drop me on.
Name, not picture.
Yep.
Foot tap. Click on PCs.
Nope, don't need that.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. I don't think I actually gave her a thingy here.
You didn't give her the cool hat picture?
Let me look. Nope, I didn't. So I don't actually have... I don't have an NPC for her. So... Character. You know, as much game prep as I usually don't do, I don't do very much game prep. There we go. So she was talking to Looney.
I'm thinking I was probably near the front with Elrose.
Yep. So you guys off to the so you guys are heading back towards the northeast. So off to your southeast, you hear the very familiar sound of burrowing. All clear. And we're going to go ahead and roll some initiative, if the people don't mind. Okay, that is correct. All right. Still waiting on initiative from...
Mwah, because I forget how to bring tokens.
Oh, fair
Third
enough.
tab, click and drag name and not picture.
Yep.
Yep.
Also, Elros, if you click on your picture and then roll, then it... Oh, no, it is in there. Never mind. 1, 2, 3... There should be 5 of you, right? Oh, Zari hadn't yet.
Zarya has, but she forgot to click her own token.
Right.
First.
Zari with a 15. And then sort, descending. Actually, between Risha and Zari, Risha, you have the higher dexterity, probably?
17.
14.
All right, so it is because of your very perceptive druid. It is not a surprise round, but it is, however, the first round of action. These guys have a really big, burrow speed. How far away are they? Do 80 feet, so they would have to charge. Jumps at least 15 feet as part of its movement. It can use its action to... Oh, hey!
I don't like that exclamation.
Yeah. DM is happy about
what
something.
is... Okay, so there's the new thingy. What's the... There it is. Haha. Measurement tool. So... Oh, it's short. Oh, wait, no. That's the wrong square. It's not short. It can land there. So, Bullet number 1. You guys hear burrow, 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 burrow to about here, and then leap, and it lands there. Landing upon Elros and Lumi. Doing a deadly leap. Each of these creatures must succeed on his DC 16 Strength or Dexterity saving throw, your choice, or be knocked prone and take a bunch of damage.
Oof.
Well,
looks like you're taking a bunch of damage.
Yeah, 3d6 plus 4 bludgeoning and 3d6 plus 4 slashing. So each of you are going to take 3d6, 12 bludgeoning damage and 19 slashing damage.
Oh.
And the other one...
Total of 41.
8,
Sorry?
12, 19, 20, 31? 31. And the other one... Nope. Wrong thing. Measurement tool. Haha. The new UI is confusing to me. I'm too used to the old UI. Oh, it can't land on both of you. But it can land on Zari, who's closer. Zari, please make a strength or dexterity saving throw. Your choice.
Okay. I get advantage on...
Things that you can see. Correct.
Yes. So we're going to go with that one. Still not enough.
Okay, well. You take, that many. 11 bludgeoning and 10 slashing, so 21 total. And that is their turn. Cryer, you're up.
I'll attack that one first.
Sure. Oh, and you're all three prone, by the way.
10.
Oh, and you pushed away. Hold on a second. So you pushed there. You're pushed. I'm not going to be mean there, and you're pushed there. All right. 10 will not hit.
Then I'll attack the other one.
Okay.
20.
20 will hit. So
10 damage.
10 damage. All right.
And I'll add a flurry of blows to that.
Okay.
17 to the first one.
Will hit.
8 bludgeoning damage. And let's see. You can make a dex save, please.
Dexterity save?
Yes, 14
Alright.
to beat.
7.
So you are knocked prone.
Okay. Sure. I'll just remember that.
To my other. And I strike to the other one.
Will also
17,
hit.
10
So 10.
damage. And also the strength. Oh no, that's only once, I think.
I think you can do it multiple times per round. If you spend the key points for it.
Why can't I put this? No, I don't think so. Whenever you hit with one of your first blow attacks, you can impose the following effect.
Okay, we'll move on.
Yeah, move on. I'll move on as well.
Okay.
Let's move there.
They look like they really want to swipe at you, but they can't. All right, Risha.
Holy freaking. Why does this always happen to us?
At least it's not slime this time.
This one is knocked prone, the other one isn't.
Correct.
Range attack on the southern one because the closer one is disadvantaged for ranged attacks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. So the one on top of Zari gets an Eldritch Blast.
Sure. That'll hit.
and another Eldritch Blast.
That will not.
Does it get sneak attack since I'm on? Since I'm
No,
adjacent?
because they're not weapon attacks.
Oh,
However,
okay.
it does get knocked back 10 feet because I have.
Ooh, new tool, new
What
thingy.
was that?
Repelling blast.
Repelling Blast.
5, 10. 5, 10. Yeah, there. So, Zari, this thing leaps up out of the ground on you, lands on you, and then What color is your Eldritch Blasts?
They are lavender.
Lavender. So this lavender beam of energy hits it in the shoulder and shoves it basically bodily off of you. It is shaking its head and looking very unhappy about this being removed from its prey. Speaking of prey, it's your turn.
So Zari first stands up.
Yep.
Moves here. That should catch everyone that is left nearby in my aura, as I am going to activate my rage. And
Right.
different from this time, instead of jolts of lightning coursing over Zari's body, you see a large exhale of breath as if it's freezing cold, and then tendrils of ice spread out and give everybody in a 10-foot radius, in a 10-foot aura around me, 3 temporary hit points.
Ooh. So 10-foot radius would be Lumi, Anya, Elros.
And Elros. Yep.
So
Everybody else ran away at the start before I could do it.
I don't know how to end. Oh, there we go. How many temp hit points?
3.
Thank you.
I apologize to Miss Anya for making it cold again. And then I'm going
She doesn't understand you,
to.
but go ahead. She understands the sentiment.
I'm going to do my first swing with my maul at this one lying next to me, which is at advantage.
Yes,
because
it
is
is.
prone.
That'll hit. Almost a crit. 13 damage.
And second attack.
Ooh, you get to hit things twice now. That's right.
Yes.
Also will hit. Eight more damage. All right.
Snake eyes. And with each of those hit, I move it back 5 feet.
I think you can do that once. Well, I guess you can follow it. Step.
Let me check. Let me check Crusher. Once per turn. Okay, once per turn.
Okay. I was gonna say, I thought you could do it once, but did you want to follow it or do you want to keep separate from it?
I want to follow it.
Okay. It is followed. Hey Lumi, it's no longer in thrashing range for you.
I will spend 15 feet standing up and 15 feet walking backwards. Oh, hi, Risha.
You don't look so good.
Oh, no, that got the better of me. But I don't think I'm going to do something about the near one. I'm going to do something about the far one. Bonus action story form archer!
I mean, yes. That'll hit.
For 10 damage.
Okay. It's looking real mad.
Also, I have a ball of fire for it.
Summon flame.
Produce flame, yes.
Okay, that hits as well. 14.
For 14 damage.
Yeah, he's looking a little scarred.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Elros, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 attacks at this one. It's still in range, right?
Yep, and it is still prone, so you still get advantage.
Nice, and that is shift, right?
Yes.
Shift, click. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
18 will hit. One-handed or two-handed?
One-handed.
One-handed. All right. -9.
Oh, it's not adding the +2 damage to my attack rolls. I just now noticed that. Because I took the dueling feats. Or not the feat, the dueling fighting style.
Okay, so it should be 2 more.
Yeah, it should be 11. I'll go ahead and fix that after
Yeah.
my turn.
Yep.
And I'm going to take 1 more.
28 will hit. For 13
For-
more.
Yes. And then I'm
So
going
many
to...
almost crits.
Uh-huh.
and then I know I might take an attack of opportunity here, but I'm just going to move down.
All right, you do in fact take an attack of opportunity as you move out of its threatened area, so it will bite at you. 24 to hit.
Would it be at disadvantage because it's prone?
It's in melee, so I don't think so.
Okay, I was just checking that.
24 to hit.
That will hit.
The creature has disadvantages on attack rolls.
Oh, well then 15 to hit.
That would miss.
All right, well then you don't take the 20 damage that it was going to do to you.
And
Alright.
that'll be my turn.
Well, oh, I didn't actually roll for Anya, so she is. She should have gone first, but she will go. She will go now. So in Sylvan,
Was she too busy laughing?
No, in Sylvan, which is what she would have been talking to Lumi, she goes, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all." And she takes it did attack of opportunity, so she will step back. She knows what they did, so she will step that's 2, 3, 4 this way. And she will pull out her Gurlele and start playing a tune. And nope, that. Within 60 feet of you, if it can hear you. Risha, you have 1d8 bardic inspiration. And that is Nope. Okay. So she's going to do that, and then that will be her turn. So that was Anya. So it's the Bulet's turn. This one's real mad at not Elros, because Elros just stepped up to it. So Elros, you're going to get an attack of opportunity to leap as the thing runs past you and then leaps at Risha and Lumi.
Does it leap past me as well?
So it's 5 to like it didn't get within striking distance of you.
Oh, okay.
It curved around you. That's
Big
a
miss.
Big miss. All right. So Risha and Lumi, I would like you to make a strength or dexterity saving throw, please. Risha's fine. Just gets pushed out of the way. Lumi, I think, is also fine. Hold on. DC 16. So yes, you both managed to dive out of the way of this thing as it comes leaping at you. Doggone it, Lumi. There. So it's doing. The other one will stand up and take a bite at Zari. 22 hit, Zari.
Yes.
For 33 piercing damage. Halved. So 16.
16.
Crier, you're up. Both of them are looking winded.
I'll run up to that one.
Yep.
20. Okay. I'll attack. One attack. Boom.
No.
That doesn't hit. I'll run up to the second one.
Mm-hmm. Also does not hit.
Nope. And another flurry of blows.
Okay. That'll hit. So 5 damage.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna yell out to Crier to go for the left back leg.
Okay.
That's my wheel ability.
What's that do?
I get to add a d6 to an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
All right, so add a d6 to that second one then.
Who's gonna roll? Okay, 15.
Still missed.
Okay, but I hit with 1 for 5 points of damage.
Correct.
So you can make a strength check again,
A
please.
strength or dexterity?
Dex, sorry.
Makes a difference. 15.
Beats it.
All right. So it does not fall over.
And I'll go there.
Okay. Risha, you're up.
Oh, you are entirely too close, and your breath stinks. I'm gonna take an action to pull up the sword, and I'm going to stab it.
Go for it.
We do big stabs and fail miserably. Wow.
You do have to bonus action activate it if you want the flame. By the way.
But you can stab again, can't you?
No, I don't have to attack.
No. Rogue.
Is rogue.
I don't remember when the rogues get their second attack. It's a while.
It's level 5.
One more rogue level.
Ah,
Yeah, because 4-2,
4-2.
not 5-1.
Indeed. Is that it, Risha?
That'll be it.
Okay. Did you activate the flame on your sword or not?
Indeed.
Okay. Zari, you're up.
Okay. Risha's getting used to the new thing. It's like, let's see. Okay. This one's fallen over, correct?
Nope, not anymore.
Not anymore?
Yeah, it stood up.
Okay. So just a regular swing then.
Mm-hmm. That will
Still
hit.
hits.
$17 damage. All right, so with that blow, you've bloodied. You're starting to get some wounds that are digging into its flesh, and it is now bleeding.
Okay. I am going to attack again, and I think I'm going to add my the iron leaf thorns to it.
Okay, so 26 will hit.
Let's see. Oh man, that was a 19 on the die.
It's like the fourth one.
So let's see. So let's see. Going to.
So do your damage, and then what do I need to save against?
Yep. Wait. Is it a medium creature?
It's a large creature.
Okay, so that doesn't work on.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
So you trigger your the thorns, but they're unable to. There's not enough of them to tangle it down.
Yep. It has to be medium or smaller.
Right. So go ahead and do your damage from your attack, though.
Yep.
16. And with that, it is now whatever the
Critical.
Yeah. So it is now panting in pain, and you can just see the barest little thing, a little bit of what you think might be fear in its eyes. Yep, is that it?
Yep.
Lumi.
Action disengage.
Okay, action disengage.
30 feet over there.
So that's your action and your movement. You have a bonus action left.
I'll see Lumi coming up to me and I say, don't group up.
And I'll try and help Risha with a bead of starlight.
Go for it. That'll be a 10. We'll miss.
No.
I was like, oh, 10 damage. No, that's not 10 damage. That's a 10 to hit. So the bead of starlight goes off into the sunlit day. Vanishingly. All right. Elros, you're up.
I am going to go 15 feet up here and attack this guy.
Yep. $17 will hit. Did you add your +2? No, you didn't. Or
Yeah,
did you?
I was trying to figure out how to fix that, and it didn't add.
Okay, so 17 damage. Yeah, with a slice, you give this thing extra wide grin, cutting deeply into the spinal cord in the back of its mouth, and it's now no longer a living creature. 15 damage. All right.
Awesome. I'm going to start moving up towards the other one. On my way, I am going to throw a hand axe
Go for it.
as a bonus action using my feature of...
Quick toss maneuver.
Yep, quick toss.
Neat. 16. No, it skitters off the hard back plate armor of this thing.
Go for the left back leg.
Roll an extra d6.
An extra d6?
Yeah, per Lumi's. And instead, it digs deeply into the left back leg of this thing.
Awesome. I'm going to try to add trip to that to see if I can knock it over. It is a strength saving throw, DC 16.
All right. 9. So down it goes.
Awesome. And I will take that also adds...
You haven't done your damage yet for your hand axe.
Yes.
And trip
Where's
adds
the-
damage to it, I believe, as well.
Both of them add, so that's 2d8.
Okay.
How did that happen?
2 divided by 5.
Yeah, I did that wrong. That's my bad.
So, I don't think you did... Oh, yeah, you did. So 12 damage from the hand axe.
Yes, so
Okay,
20
12.
in total.
20 in total. All right.
and then I'll take my second attack from extra attack once I
Okay.
get in range.
Right.
That's a nat 1.
You got advantage though. You tripped it.
Yep, you tripped it. So
Oh, right.
14 will also miss.
Yeah. I'm happy that it's just on the ground.
You happy you didn't lose your sword?
Yep.
All right. Oy, what is she? Is that per Bardic Inspiration is per short rest. Oh, so she can just basically do that for free. So Anya, seeing the thing, the music wraps around her as she's playing her ukulele, and you all hear, but Cryor hears the most. You got this. And Cryor, please take a Bardic Inspiration. D8.
Thank you. D8. Okay.
But it is now the Boulette's turn. She's going to continue to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So Elros, you just knocked this thing. You killed its friend. You threw an axe at it, knocked it over, and then you swung a sword at it. So, 26 to hit you.
Oh, that misses. I'm just kidding.
All right. So, wow, that was a terrible roll. 15 piercing damage, Elros. As it stands up and swings around and gets a big try to bite out you.
It's not used to fighting someone with actual armor.
Right. Cryer, you're up.
I run up. Is it still knocked prone?
It is not.
I'll attack it with my quarterstaff.
That'll hit.
12 damage.
12 damage, all right.
And another 11 damage.
So, tell me, how does the quarterstaff kill this thing?
I think that makes a nice, good dent in the back of its neck, separated the top of its skull from its beak.
So, Cryor's, in a flurry of blows, Cryor's quarterstaff rains down on this thing's head plate until the armor that makes up most of its skull peels off of its head and is now laying dead before you, and we are out of combat.
Lumi will just slump to the ground on spot and dig around his pack for his first aid kit.
Anya walks up beside you, still playing. Says, in Sylvan, so is this common around here? Please take a D8 Bardic Inspiration. Those of you with Bardic Inspiration, it lasts for 10 minutes. So.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Bullets are basically the pests around here.
Bullet, they're that common.
Extremely. Most things you would call monsters are very common around here.
Right.
I'm gonna search the bullet for anything usable.
Are you going to take time to butcher it, or are you just digging around it?
Not gonna take time. Just quickly searching, looking.
Elros, after Lumia's tended to some of his own wounds, is gonna mosey on over to you.
All right. You find there are a couple of half-eaten, half-rotted Vuji corpses. And a nest of... Well, actually, do me... 13 investigation.
Plus
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration.
Plus 5. 18. With an 18. There you go. With an 18, you find a couple of half-eaten, half-rotted Vuji corpses and 3 boulette eggs. They are the size. They're bigger than an ostrich egg.
Okay.
And they have a like leathery skin. That's not a hard, like the eggs aren't hard like a chicken egg or a bird egg. They are like a very thick leathery skin.
So Anya,
I thought
you hungry?
I mean, do we have the time to? Y'all might want to look away.
Found some eggs that you can add.
We can. You can take the north one. We can take the southern one. We can see if we can figure out some things we can use for it. Zari, you want to start working on the southern one?
Yep. Take 2 hours to do the monster loot. I believe that is a nature check for
Guidance.
Monstrosities.
guidance is advantage.
Guidance gives an additional D4,
D4.
and I will get advantage through the help action.
Right. Monstrosities, are they Arcana or are they Nature? I forget.
It is nature, I believe. I have it pulled
Alright.
up right here.
So you all see Anya pull at the bulette, like she's gonna drag it off. It doesn't really move, and eventually she pulls out a. So when you guys saw her. When you saw her, actually no, you wouldn't have seen it because she's been wearing her cloak. So from underneath her cloak, she pulls out a 3-pronged dagger. It is got a partial basket hilt, and she uses it to like roughly slice off a leg of this thing, and then she goes kind of a little bit away, and you hear. And you see her walk back, face covered in gore, and she goes back and she slices off another leg, and this repeats for the next probably 45 minutes as she just parts this thing down until pretty much all that's left are like stomach entrails, like bowels and small intestine, but like the heart and the liver and all of that are gone. And she's just as she's coming back after the final time of this, she's just like wiping her face off on the back of one of her sleeves.
Even the plated armor is gone.
Oh yeah, everything is gone.
I mean, I like a girl with appetite.
She can't understand you, so she doesn't laugh. All right, DC 6 with a 16. That's good enough. So 17.
17 because of the guidance.
Right. 1d3 plus 1 bulette feet. So I will do a little bit of. Oh, there isn't a d3 in that list. So is it /roll? 1d3 plus 1. So you get 3 feet and the hide and yeah, some meat, some raw bulette meat. It's tough but edible if you cook it for low and slow, or if you're a dragon.
Yeah, and I'll give you the axe as well, because I have no clue what to do with it.
So in a language you can't understand, you hear, "Oh, thank you." Or are you giving that to Zari, or are you giving that to
I'm
Anya?
giving it to Sorry.
Okay, so sorry. Never mind. She doesn't say that.
How many
2d6
rations?
for rations.
Oh, sorry. 2d6 rations. 6.
Okay.
I believe there were 4 eggs.
3.
3, okay.
Zari, as you're holding these things, and actually Cryer too, since you were holding them for a while, they are warm to the touch, and every once in a while you feel like a shift, and you see the shape of the egg change slightly.
So fertilized eggs. Yay.
Probably ready to crack.
All right, well, how much longer do we have to go before we get to your town? She says in Orcish.
How long were we on the trip till this happened?
It was a little before noon when this happened.
Yeah, we probably end up in the town just before the evening.
Plus a day.
Oh, it was 2 days?
It was a day and a half.
Day and
day
a
and a
half.
half.
We've been traveling for half a day.
Yep.
So yeah, probably the next day. This time.
She goes, all right, well, lead on then. See if I can. And there is a long and sustained burp that sounds like it comes from the deepest of valleys, and it shouldn't echo. There's no hills or mountains here for it to echo off of, but somehow this burp echoes.
Trees echo very well with the right frequency.
And
Trees and shrubs and things, anything can echo.
just the lumps burp is like, all right, well, I could use a nap, but yeah, we should go ahead and keep going.
I hope that tasted well.
And
Or at least filled the stomach.
I
Yeah.
needed a fresh boulette hide.
the stomach is definitely fuller than it's been in a few years.
Zari gasped in horror at that.
Well, you don't understand what she's saying, Zari, unless you understand Orcish.
I'm assuming this is
Oh,
this
no.
is all in Orcish, so
Yep.
Loom is
Yeah.
just scratching his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
And who was leading again? I forgot.
Elros was.
Elros
Yeah.
Elros, let's continue.
All right. So Elros, a couple hours distraction. So you don't get as far today as you might have liked because of the butchery of the Bulette, but you find a fairly good there's a spring coming up out of the ground here. It's very low, but there is some flow, and it looks like it's a tributary that probably leads in the direction where you guys are headed. And yeah, good place with fresh water for a camp for the night. Anya goes a little ways down this little stream from you guys, and you see her taking off her shirt to like look at it, as the sleeves up to the elbows are just covered in blood, and she begins to like wash it in the little stream downriver.
I asked the group, do we have something, an extra bedroll or blanket or something for Anya?
She can have mine if she wants.
Yeah, that's what I was about to offer too.
I need to spend some time in the woods trying to find some in the wilderness, trying to find some herbs, trying to replenish the healer's kits.
This would be a good place for it with the spring. So the ground seems much more moist than it would be elsewhere. So yeah, Now would be a good time to look for herbs.
Oh, did I get some healing at the time? I didn't.
No, I didn't. You can have some if you want, but I didn't.
Yes, I would like some healing, please.
Also, call out if you want one.
Sorry, I'm managing wagon inventory.
Who what's everybody's? Oh no, passive perception. I have that. That's actually what I need. So Lumi, you would absolutely see this. Everybody else's passive perception.
Add character levels of 6, so we get 15.
Game tools, passive perception.
Mine is 14.
13.
Okay, better way to put it. If anybody's passive perception is over 15,
I think that's me and the characters we don't mention
right
at the moment.
So you guys would notice, after a little bit of like trying to clean, Anya appears to sing a tune to herself, spit out a clot of blood after singing the tune, and then she puts the shirt back on. It is completely clean.
That's also a thing I'm meaning to address in the evening, but Herb's first.
Okay.
Running low-ish on supplies.
Please give me a
survival
check. Yeah, that is a good choice. $16. It's better than average, but it's not amazing. Please roll 2d6 div 2. Round up. 4. So you find enough herbs and similar things for four uses of your healer's kit.
Neato. Bouncing between full two kits and almost empty. One almost empty.
Right. After having sung to herself and getting her shirt back on, Anya comes back over to the group. If somebody has lit a fire, she'll sit down next to it, kind of hold her hands out to it, like she's trying to warm herself. It's probably 80 degrees at this time of day, at this time of year.
Oh yes, fire is first thing Lumi lights when we're making camp. So
she's got her hands like 6-8 inches from the fire, warming them. Her clothing is like her entire person is completely clean. And she kind of looks, and she looks like she's frustrated a little bit.
In Sylvan, just to note that I'm speaking to Anya and the other people might not understand. So, couldn't help noticing your voice might not work as well as it used to.
My voice is ruined, is what you mean? I can still.
No, you hacked up quite a big blob of something back there.
Yeah, so I found that I can still cast my spells, but I'll never be a good singer again, and it's literally painful to do so.
Would you mind if I tried something?
Well, sure. I'm sitting here with you, so it's not like I'm gonna run away from you to prevent you from doing something. What are you gonna try to do, though?
I'm somewhat of a healer, both using healers kits and magic.
Mm.
I'd like to try to cast some healing magic on you if you wouldn't mind.
No, don't mind at all.
And I'll cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
So her like the raspiness of her voice goes down ever so slightly, like it was it had pained her more than it currently does, but it definitely does not go away. She goes, yeah, I was afraid of that. My throat still hurts. I think it'll take something more than well, actually, would she have for an Arcana roll? 16.
I'll immediately follow that up by using the pull power to regain that 3rd level.
She goes, I think it'll take a little more than just healing my wounds up to take care of this. I really don't suppose any of you know any other languages. It's really, really frustrating to only be able to talk to one of you at a time.
The short one can maybe speak more languages at once, but that's about it, I'm afraid.
Nobody knows any Elvish. That's a common trade language, right?
Well, considering we're sort of far inland from the major trade hubs, maybe not so weird that we maybe not speak Elvish or Common or any other language.
She nods. Let's see. I need to make sure I'm spending my stuff. Do. That is a.
Also, she healed 21 hit points if she needed any.
Yeah, right. She did heal, but just a little bit. That is a 3rd level. So she'll kind of sigh heavily and cast another spell, like sing another tune that you guys recognize as tongues, and it's in a few moments you're all able to understand her again. I guess this will do before we go to sleep at night. Somebody cooking some food. I'm starving over here.
Yes.
Lumi will audibly giggle at that comment.
Okay, so I just made a custom action for cooking, a cooking roll, and
Neat.
now I can't find it.
Should be at the bottom of your list, I think. For skills. Yeah, if you pop open skills in the thing and then hit the little down arrow, it should pop open the list.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll show up on the page without that though.
Okay, well, let me do this and add my proficiency, so a 19
All right.
for now, and then I will figure out how to do this later.
Right. Well, you're the one cooking. You get to describe what the food smells and tastes like.
Well, since they need to be fresh, we're cooking up some more boule stuff, and as I'm doing this, I'm adding. I'm asking Anya, do you have any preferences for spices or?
Oh yeah, cardamom's great. I like mace as well. And cinnamon. Do you got any cinnamon?
I have all of those.
Really, it's been a few years. I've been eating most of my food. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but there wasn't much for cooking at my dad's place. The implication was I've been eating most of my food raw.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I'm grilling up some boule steaks.
These things are the size of your face.
Yep. I've laid out a little long fire pit with some stones and firewood and stuff, and I've been doing that, and I got uh medium well or well done.
Raw.
I mean, I
I'm not-
wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, I like my food with some squeal left in it.
Okay, so medium rare.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I mean, you gotta give that some time for the wow. Why did I go southern? This is always a frustrating thing with doing accents. Gotta give it.
You in the wrong neighbor there.
How about
Road there,
barbecue?
bucko.
You gotta give it some time for the spices to kick in. But all right, I'll take that one. And she reaches into the fire, grabs it with her hand, pulls it out of the fire, and like heads off. No plate, no utensils, and just starts like. If you've ever seen a professional eater eat a steak where they don't really even chew, it's just grab a hold of it, bite, pull, chunk of meat goes down the throat, grab a hold of it, bite, pull. And there's this sound every time she swallows.
She sounds suspiciously like a pig demon.
She can understand you now, you know that?
I don't have you run into very many pig demons?
Pink demons from Doom the game.
Oh, do so have you run into very many demons then to know different kinds of them?
We have run into two.
A small handful, at least.
That's not the answer I was not the answer I was expecting. Most people haven't run into any.
There was one in the dragon shard I gave you. Not sure which kind, but yeah.
It's probably for the best that we left it behind then.
We fought a like humanoid bird-like one in a fancy restaurant in Haifa, and a very large pig-like one out on the street.
Okay, so this is going to take a little more explanation, I think. A bird demon in a restaurant? Wow, I'm going southern and I can't help it.
That was French.
I know, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You got barbecue on the mind. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lumi will ask for his medium well, by the way.
As you're cooking, like there is a like after having eaten her steak and having watched you guys take, there's a definite like if you've ever been around a child who has been given a serving of food and they have eaten the serving of food and then there's no food left and they're staring at their mom but they're not saying anything, that expression on her face.
I'll give half of my steak to her.
Oh, you don't have to. I don't want to leave anybody else hungry. I mean,
I don't need much food.
well, thank you.
One of those monk things.
Yeah.
Well,
Lumi needs to eat up more. Needs to make those gains.
I feel like there's a joke in that somewhere that I don't know.
Lumi will, between the bites of the boulet steak, regale the stories of cultists and demons and ambushes and whatever. Broad strokes, not details.
Right. So after your story, she kind of looks and goes, "So, what do you think their plans are? Something with the dragon shards. That part I understand, but What do you think their actual plans are? What are they doing with them?
I don't think we've ever gotten that far. That was probably like right. We're like we come from Neva, and we ran away and ran away to Haifa at very young age.
Right.
And we kind of want to get Neva back, but these darn god dang cultists are not making it easy because apparently now we might have to go to Haifa to get the see if we can find the wooden limes that most likely escaped because of cultists in the governing body and and the guard force. Oh. So the cultists is probably a larger thorn in the side of this land than first imagined.
Can somebody make an Arcana check for your wizard, please?
I can pull up his character sheet. Her
Her
character sheet.
Yes. I want to know if she is inspired. Oh, God. Yes, So, as you guys are talking, Iberkeet has, like, just barely pulled her mask up so that she can eat. And around a mouthful of food, or like she swallows her mouthful of food and thinks for a few moments and goes, I think the shards that we found that were scattered around the city were a symbol of something. And she, like, finds a piece of paper and a pen and sketches.
Well, we pull out the map of the city that we had marked on it.
She nods and thanks and then draws, like, connect the dots.
With the background in stars and interest in stars, anything come to mind? Like any uh, uh, constellations?
It's not a constellation, but give me a. It's got to be Arcana. Check, please. Anybody else?
I think our monk is trained in Arcana.
Yeah, I was gonna say anybody else with Arcana trained can also make a roll.
I don't have Arcana trained, but I'll make a wild guess.
Sure. Anybody's allowed to make a wild guess.
A summoning circle, something.
We are doing bad.
Apparently, my wild guesses are better than average because apparently I get a plus D4 on Arcana rolls.
You do.
I also have my background as researcher. Maybe I can do a history check.
Yeah, actually, history would work.
I'll spend my inspiration on the wild guess, see if I get better.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, Cryor. With a history check. This symbol is. It mixes both transmutation and conjuration magic, and it is upside down. Or rather, it is mirrored as if it is face down on the ground. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's not pointing to the sky, but it's pointing to the earth.
Right. If you were to write this on a piece of paper and wanted to do something, you would generally write it inverted. Like, flopped, switched. Mirrored. That's the word I'm looking for. Mirrored.
Yeah, I relay that information to the group if they know anything about it, and if Enya knows anything about it.
Oh, now she can make an Arcana check. With an 18. She goes, Okay, so somebody's trying to work some great magic. So you say that
To your dad, maybe?
the nexus points were dragon shards. What kind of dragon shards were they?
Oh boy, even I don't remember that. Were they Eberron?
Shiny ones.
The same as the dragon shards we brought you as well, and you said that was connected to your dad.
Well, I mean, there's 3 different kinds.
Yes, there are 3 different kinds.
Okay.
So
There's Kyber, Eberron, and Sybaris.
so most of them were Sybaris shards. With working out, you guys only grabbed a few of them, but the ones that you grabbed were Sybaris shards. All right, so it's they're trying to do some great magic, some large, like, you know how most spells you can cast just take a few seconds. Maybe the most involved ones can take like an hour.
This is going on for weeks.
Right. So they're trying to do something with conjuration and or transmutation or both, and they're building it up some great amount. Weeks or months. How long have the shards been around?
Exact date we don't know, but we've been finding them for the last 2 weeks?
No,
More than
we do know. They first started to appear. They're your dad. When he died, they were scattered across the countryside, and people have been finding them for the last 18 years.
Last 18. So somebody could have been doing this for literal years now.
Yes.
It's-
Oh, how many years ago was it when we blew up the bridge?
That was like that was like 3 years ago. 2 years
Yeah.
ago. So
Yeah, we had a run-in with them 3 years ago, and were able to make their escape. I don't know if we interrupted their plans, but they were pretty quiet after that until a few months ago.
everybody give me a just straight intelligence or wisdom roll. Whichever one is higher.
I'll grab a wisdom if you don't mind.
Risha is clearly only half paying attention.
So with a 21, Cryor, you, like, her talking about this, like, summons a memory of you guys blowing up a bridge, and as you were doing that, seeing purple shards of what you thought at the time were glass, like, blowing out from the bridge. Like, there's just this memory appears inside of your brain.
So they were in the bridge?
Well, like, you blew up like one end of the bridge,
Yeah.
so coming out from there.
I relay that information, and is the whole city built on shards?
Well, no, because Haifa's older than that. But they were-
But that it could be the shard. It could have been a shard repository. Oh dear God!
So
The
they've
reason
been
they've been quiet for so long is because they've been trying to get the shards back. We scattered when we blew up the bridge.
doing this for a while then.
Oh, by the way, we didn't blow up a bridge. Don't tell that to anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
No bridges were exploded. So there's nothing to worry about.
It totally wasn't us.
Totally
We
wasn't
just
you.
witnessed it.
Uh-huh. So,
Well-
So
We
what
were
you're saying is,
escaping. A stray arrow struck a bottle, a alchemist flask, um, and it lit a bunch of uh, smoke powder barrels on fire, and just it went up. Yep, that's what happened.
Yep.
Running away from the cult.
mm-hmm. So what you're saying is they've had up to 3 years, or at least some amount of time with these dragon shards to try to figure them out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think it'd be good for you to try to figure out where the rest of the symbol is, because if you
This
can
is only part of it.
this it has to only be part of it, especially if they're using Sibber shards, because Sibber shards can't power themselves. They act as the nexus, the grounding, the places where you build the framework of magic off of them. But
The eddies.
right, the nodes of a spell.
Okay, but with my history check, I saw the symbol, right?
Right.
Where have I seen it?
You have seen it in a book of magic, like in a book of theories of magic. You got a 20 on that roll?
Uh,
20 or
20,
higher?
yeah, 20, but not natural.
So this book of magic proposed that, based on some readings that they had gotten, that there was a great store of iron beneath the surface of Ferriphobe. And properly tuned, this great volume of iron could be raised to the surface.
Where's the physical book? Where have I read it?
The physical book is in the library of your temple.
Okay. So I relay that information, and I think it's a good idea to actually get that book.
The Sibber shards are just conduits. Where are temples usually built on nodes of high magic or just randomly? Like temples to gods.
I don't know. It depends on the city. And is there a plan? Like, is there a plan when the city's built, or is it just a city that grows naturally around someplace? Is it a city to the gods, or is it just a city?
Just a city.
Well, then the temples are probably where it's convenient for people.
That makes me. It's something doesn't quite add up about Miva. The temple being in the northern edge along the wall isn't necessarily convenient to the people. I would think the temples would like to be more central. The shorter road for more people to come or worship, pray, what have you. Why was the temple to Farah northern wall of Miva?
Was there a gate to the city up there?
Nope.
Well, then I don't know. That is a little strange.
And why was Rowan at the temple trying his god dang unnatural ritual, and not anyone anywhere else?
Also including shards.
That's a great question. What was he trying to do?
Trying to get back into the Fae.
So wait, you told me he's the wow. I'm Southern again. He's a shape changer.
Yeah, he's
Changeling.
just changeling from the Feywild, exiled by, I think someone said Mab once,
There is
but
a like flash across her face that is rage and fear.
and he was at the temple of Farah, the one that went boom 18 years ago, around the time your father died. And the temple, the ruined temple, is where he was doing his ritual magic thing, which has kept Mira out of reach from us survivors for at least 12 years, I believe. Because his magic raised the dead.
No, that the dead was a very recent thing. Rowan had only been there very recently. Just the last 15 years, no one had tried to reestablish it, or at least been successful for it. But there was no
Roads were dangerous.
indication. There was no indication that Rowan was the cause of that. It was just
Well,
normal monsters.
something had been killing people, but nobody was coming back to let anybody know why.
Yeah.
So there were occasional things sent out over the years, but nobody, until you guys went out there, nobody was actually successful, and everybody who went out there and tried to find it out were dead. So
that's why Loom is reading between the lines.
right. So Rowan found these shards and gave them to the cult. Cult is using them to work some great piece of magic in Haifa. Do you think that Rowan is gonna use that great working of magic to send himself back to Mab, or is he just being opportunistic along the way?
I think he's opportunistic on the way. There are multiple ways
Yeah.
he can get back there, but
You know,
every time he
he
goes
might.
back, he gets sent back to this plane. So
I think the opportunistic part might be why he's maybe is opportunistic, because if he brings doom and destruction upon Ferriphobe, the world we live in, back with him to Mab when he dies,
Hey, Risha.
maybe he can earn forgiveness.
Could I get a intelligence saving throw from you, please? All right. Join me in the sideboard for just a barest of moment.
Mhm.
So, take 5 points of psychic damage and inspiration if you don't already have it, and your patron grants unto you a vision of her being distracted because of something going wrong, and if this little so and so thinks that he can distract her from banishing him back to the prime material plane, he is so very wrong. That's what you get.
Okay.
Uh,
Rowan, you goofball.
Risha's nose is bleeding.
Oh,
so
hey, look at that. Oh,
do you need help, Risha?
no, but Rowan's in trouble.
What? 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 What?
Mab says if he thinks he can distract her from banishing him back here when he goes back to the wilds, he is mistaken. He is so in trouble.
So I think everybody except for Risha realizes that Anya is currently staring at Risha with like horror.
Well, I'm staring with a little bit of horror.
Okay, fair enough.
Lumi's probably staring on with horror, with some questionable compassion. Like, what the hell is going on with you?
Yeah,
In
same.
his eyes.
I'll just grab Gaius off my belt, give him a couple head pats, and just be like, "What? You act like you guys don't have patrons that talk to you randomly."
No, I don't.
Not at the moment, no.
Oh,
Like,
Zari
can
is
you?
Zari is unfazed by this and just goes, well, tell her would a giant chunk of iron being dropped into the Feywild be enough of a distraction?
I don't know. She's probably listening.
Apparently, you zoned out for half a second there. Like you were doing your thing and just stopped dead in your actions for a second or two.
No, she just got a message. It's
Yeah, the Winter Queen sends her regards.
So Anya, looking on you with horror, says, "What do you mean the winter?" As she loses the end of her spell.
oh, well, that's inconvenient.
I tell her in Orcish that the spell's ended.
In Orcish, she replies, "The Winter Queen is not one to trifle with. I don't feel like Risha is taking the seriousness of that whatever to her full. I don't feel like she's being very serious about what she's talking about."
And I'll stare at both of them and constantly switch and translate everything that she says to Risha, and then translate it back into Orcish.
Crier, just let her know that the Winter Queen stops the nightmares.
I was if Lumi gets in Fayin the meaning of her of Anya's responses, he will respond in Sylvan. Yeah, probably, but that's just who Risha is.
All right, if you don't mind, I'm gonna curl up over here, away from the crazy lady who's talking to the nightmare that removes her nightmares.
She's been nothing but helpful thus far.
Maybe the chaotic nature of Risha is balancing somewhat the Winter Queen. Maybe no, probably not.
Shaking her head.
And I say in Orcish, I trust her with my life, so.
The nosebleed is something new, though. Whew.
I'm not talking about the Winter Queen or whatever. It's
You
called.
probably just
I'm
weren't ready
talking
for it.
about Risha. I trust her with my life.
All right. Anything else you guys would like to do this evening?
I'll curl up at the base of the biggest bush I could probably feasibly rest my back against.
Um, yeah, I'll take first. What season are we in at the moment?
It's summer. It's high summer.
Oh, okay, okay. Then I could take first watch or the last watch.
I'll take second watch.
Lumi, before you go, will you help me get this to stop?
Yeah, I'll just grab a handful of grass and shove up Risha's nose.
That's not what I had in mind.
It'll help. Just keep your boots under your head when you're sleeping. It'll pass.
Sleep anyway. It's a great night.
All right. Who has first watch?
I'll take it. Or
First or last for me.
okay.
Alright.
I'll go ahead and take first, I guess.
I'll take mid.
All right. Valric, please join me in the sideboard. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
X.
Excellent. All right, good. So the as you guys settle down, like it's high summer, so the sun takes actually a fair amount of time after you guys set up camp and everything to actually set, but as it gets closer and closer to the end of your watch, you're like watching the stars scroll across the sky. And like it is a just calm, warm, like comfortable. If you've ever gone camping and it's like 75 degrees, relatively low humidity at night, where it's just cool enough to be comfortable, it's that. And you watch a couple shooting stars streak across the sky, and with a 6, you don't notice the herd of Vuji until that's the horse goats. The herd of wild Vuji until like they're about 35 feet from camp. And
Okay.
Anya like snorts awake, sniffing, and looks at you in a language you can't really understand. Kind of here, and points.
Okay.
Question, like you can tell it was a question, but you can't really. I mean, it's not a language you understand.
I'm just gonna shoot up, take a look, and those are the things we're just fighting, right?
No, these are Vuji. These are the goats that are horse sized. You guys use them for like pack animals and similar.
I'm going to think that she is saying she wants to eat them, and I'm just gonna like motion towards them that she can partake if she would like, and just kind of if she goes over there, I'm gonna wake someone up and go with her.
Okay. Who do you wake up?
Who was it that said they wanted to go second? Was it Cryor?
I think Cryer wanted to go last.
Oh yeah, he wanted to go last. I'll go ahead and wake up Risha.
Okay.
But
Risha,
Yeah.
you feel a hand on your shoulder as Elros wakes you up, and please join us both in the sideboard.
Bye.
Huh? What do you want? Oh,
Anya's wanting to go eat some goats, from my understanding. So I'm gonna go with her to go do that, make sure she's okay. Just wanted to wake you up for your watch.
okay. Oh, my nose.
It stopped bleeding at least. Suda, are you going to go with, or are you going to just do your watch?
No, I'm gonna just do my watch. You
All right.
guys go have fun. I
Again,
know, like big scary dragon lady.
she doesn't understand a word you're saying, which is probably for the best. Go ahead and head
Yes.
back up into the other one then. All right, so Valric, you guys head off and stalk these they're definitely like grazing and moving through. They don't really notice you. I'm assuming you don't have your armor on. Could I get
Since I took first watch, I left it on.
Oh, okay. Well, then could I get a stealth check from you, but with disadvantage?
It is
or-
half plate.
So no disadvantage.
Yes.
Well, then you're good. Give me a stealth check, please.
Natural one.
All right.
I'm not very stealthy.
You aren't. So it's not very long until you guys like these things like notice you, and they go thundering across, like they're thundering away. Despite her tiny frame, Anya is surprisingly fast, and she leaps at one, and with a stab from a very well, like you saw this very well design, like very high quality rapier, stabs it like through the heart. And she says something to you, like taking this after she has taken this thing down, kind of panting from the run. You give me an insight check, please.
I am not having the luck of the dice right now.
So it takes you a good like 5 minutes for you to realize that she's kind of shooing you away, so that you don't have to witness what's going to happen here.
I'm just gonna kind of give her like a thumbs up, and then be like motioning on to just do your thing.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, as like this is a horror show, as she just literally rips this goat from limb, and somehow each piece that she rips off of it fits into her mouth.
Elros is more interested in that, by the way. He's not.
Right.
It's not like a disgusting thing from his point.
Right, but it's still something you've never seen before. Yeah, I still think I want to Constitution save.
Okay. Did I low roll again?
I know you're
Oh.
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
you have no problem at all. And after I don't know, it's like 10 minutes of this. There's intestines left and not much else. Like the bones are gone. And she's got like the horns off the skull, and she's just kind of clacking them together as you guys walk back into camp. All right, back up into the main line.
Okay.
So Risha, what you notice, and probably everybody else a little bit, if you're not a really heavy sleeper, you hear this like clacking sound as Elros and Anya come back into camp, and Anya has a pair of probably juvenile but fairly large nonetheless Vuji horns that she is like clacking together.
Like making a horse riding sound?
Nah, just kind of like she is give me an insight check, actually.
Oh, great. I'm good at that. Well, I'm okay at that.
Like she is testing them out for how musical they are,
Oh, okay.
as they're like making different sounds as she's tapping them together in different ways.
And I'm like half awake and like, what are
Right.
you guys doing in Orcish?
In Orcish? You guys have the... In Orcish, she responds, there was the largest goat I have ever seen. Thing's amazing. They're all over that way now. They kind of ran away. And, like, almost cat-like, self-satisfied, curls back up and goes back to sleep. Again, far away from where Risha is sitting next to the fire.
I tried to fall asleep again as well.
All right, Risha, I would like a perception check from you as you take your watch. The night, like it is a glorious night. It is just the right temperature now that the sun has gone down, like it's cooled off. Your friends are all sleeping around you. and the stars, like just wide open sky above you, as clear as a night can get. And the stars slowly cross the sky, and it is time for the next watch.
That's me, I think.
Are you guys doing 3 watches or 4?
I think it's 4, so I guess it will be Zari. Let me get back to
Night, sorry. Now that I can breathe again.
Perception.
Indeed. So what you notice, Zari?
It's dark.
It's dark. Yeah, the fire by now the fire has gone down to like just embers, basically completely out. So you're left with a completely open sky. Just at the edge of the horizon, you see a few clouds just starting to form. And you're tall, and you guys, this spring is coming out of like the side of the hill, and as you like climb up the hill, in the distance, in the starlight, you can just barely make out the shapes of like large pack animals moving against the immature blade grass. Whatever, I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. And you can hear the sounds of them like, ripping it out of the ground, chewing on it. But they're like probably a quarter mile or further away.
Razor grass.
Razor grass. Thank you. This is why I have players, because they remember things for me.
You have players because they can use the dead space to look things up in the settings channel you made.
Fair enough. But other than that, the night is calm, like no wind. Give me a nature check, actually.
Nature. I am good at that. Not too good at that.
Nah, you don't. I won't give you what you would have learned had you rolled higher.
Can I use my inspiration?
Always. Any roll. I'm
That's
always
better.
amused by the fact that if somebody rolls inspiration, the second roll is almost always higher.
Never happened to me.
Except when I rolled a 9 with my inspiration to learn more on the
Fair enough.
wild luck arcana roll.
So with the murdering of the 2 Bullets a while back, you're pretty sure that you took care of the large predators in this area, because those things roam dozens of square miles. They have a fairly large area. Likely their favorite food is Vuji. So with a 17, you're thinking that there was a chance that the Bullets were tracking this pack and were going to set up an ambush for it, and well, you guys kind of interrupted that.
We ambush the ambushers.
So you stumbled into the ambush. I think it's
Yep.
more the second to that.
Yep.
All right, but with that, your watch passes.
Okay, so I wake Cryo up for the last watch. And tell him to make sure to get the fire going pretty good when you wake us all up so I can make breakfast.
I'll try to tend to that.
We gotta figure out what to do with those eggs.
All right. So with an 11, Cryor, you watch as large turtle shell shaped clouds start rolling in from the southwest. Just like at the start of your watch, it was just at the edge of the horizon, and and they are slowly moving in obscuring the stars as you start getting the fire prepared for Lumi to light it. And then Lumi wakes up long enough to light a fire, so you're getting it like all settled up and going. But the rest of your watch passes without any real interruption. And it is morning when the rest of your friends are slowly waking up and getting ready to camp. Or not camp, but getting ready to take care of morning stuff in the camp.
Hey, Lumi.
Oh, everybody may
Yeah.
take a short rest if they wish.
Oh, nice. What's the weather gonna be like?
Druid class to find out.
What's the button? Druid craft. All right, so all right. You nice. You cast your spell, which gives you like it's a globe with things, right?
Globe with the visual-ish representation of the weather the next 24 hours.
So there is a few moments of the globe slowly getting darker, followed by what you have come to understand is like it is gray and there are flashes of light that move through it. And then as it gets towards the like that lasts for the majority of the 24 hours, and then as it like gets closer to a day from now, the like dark with light flashes in it generally clears out to like a light gray color. This is a storm.
Yeah, a lightning storm.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to be the tallest thing on the fields, if at all possible.
You are currently the tallest thing other than the Vuji you see off to the southeast, or around, because you got a lot of razor grass plains and some bushes and stuff around where this spring is.
Do you say there is a lightning storm coming?
I explicitly hint that we do not want to be the tallest things on the field. And if you look at him questioningly, he would clarify lightning storm.
I turn around the two javelins I have on my back normally, and we point down.
That's amazing. All right. It's morning, breakfast time.
Wake, rise and shine.
You guys gonna do a cooking, or are you gonna try to pack up camp and leave quickly?
Lightning storms are brewing. We might either want to get as far as we can before it hits, or we should reasonably just lay low and camp out.
Yep.
Today.
Zari is putting a piece of toast in her mouth and going for a run.
You call that a run?
You be quiet.
All right.
You guys simmer down.
All right. Who's you guys are about a half a day of travel away from town. A little more than, because you took a couple hours. So call it 6 hours of travel away from Miva. You guys gonna try to push fast?
I'm
I vote for
looking
pushing
at
6 hours.
Lumi. Can we outrun this storm?
I don't get any indication on where or when. It's just a fast forward of the weather. So
You did get some indication of when. So there was some amount of time, and then the storm rolls in, and then 24 hours from now it's done. It's a cantrip, isn't it?
it's a cantrip.
So yeah,
I
you can cast it again and show it off to everybody.
Yeah, I'll just hold an orb of weather in my hand.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of time, so I think we should make the best of it and move as fast as possible to try to get back.
All right, who's leading the way?
I guess Zari will.
At a survival roll, Lumi can.
It'll be survival. So and somebody can lead and somebody can assist as well to get an advantage.
I've got a +8 survival.
Oh.
Okay. Let's let Lumi lead. Zari will assist with barbarian training.
All right. Give me your survival with advantage, Mr. Lumi. Are you guys pushing yourselves to try to go faster?
I rolled a 3 and a 4.
No, I'm not pushing myself to go faster.
I mean, yeah, but it's everybody else.
Nope. Lumi's not.
Affirmative.
He doesn't. It just doesn't.
All right.
With a -1 strength modifier, he just doesn't.
So you guys pack up, probably eat some not so cooked rations. Anya's looking fairly pleased with herself this morning, and most of you don't know why. But you head off, and it's like of your 6-hour journey, 3 hours in it, the first like big heavy drops of water start coming down. And if you've ever been outside in just the start of a thunderstorm, so rainstorms can start in a couple of 3 different ways. You know, you kind of get the mist falling where it like you're like, oh yeah, this kind of feels nice. But it was like 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Like it got hot early. And as you're going, like there is just this gasp almost of air, and it's 65 Fahrenheit now. Like almost chills run down your arms as the temperature drops rapidly, and great drops of water start falling from the sky. And to your southwest, you see, or you have been seeing for a while now, a towering anvil thunderstorm just crawling across the horizon. And the leading edge right now is just crossing over you, and plap, plap, rain starts falling. And then as you guys draw your hoods up, turn away from the direction the wind is falling, you hear like hitting your hood as pea-sized hail starts coming down on you. And the first strike of lightning lands no more than 100 yards away, momentarily deafening you all. And with that, we will go ahead and end the session for today. So thank you to the players for playing. Thank you to everybody for watching. It has been great having you here. And I hope to see you back again in 2 weeks. Bye.